Welcome to the Remembrance of Physics Honors. Question number 1. What was the most humorous thing that happened, or the most humorous thing about the class?
S. And during the movie, he turned to the class and said, "Do you know why I'm single? Because of my mother."
Funniest thing in Physics Honors is how the Facebook group is absolutely silent the whole year, but then the day before a test or a project, it explodes and everyone's talking to each other.
Well, I find Miguel's African moves kind of funny.
Question numero 2. What was the most amazing thing you learned?
The amazing thing I learned in physics is that everything I do involves a physics concept that we've learned this year.
Learned in physics is obviously vectors and force, because I can't get them out of my mind. Everywhere I go, there is something around me that is involved with vectors and force.
The thing I learned in physics is that every action had an opposite but equal reaction.
I learned how to hit a water bottle with a stopper tied to a string.
Number 3. What you learned in this class that you will use or do in other classes?
Every single time I pull out my calculator, I have to say, "Handy dandy calculator."
What I learned in this class is that you should not be afraid of large projects.
What I learned in this class that I will definitely use in other classes is how to take MMIs and SIs.
Wait, can I walk? I learned that if you stick closer to the front, you tend to do better.
Number 4. What are you going to think of when you hear somebody say the word physics?
Whenever someone says physics, I'll always think of Miss Trioni during lectures saying, when you're in the movies, tap the person sitting next to you and say, "Oh look, physics!"
Every time I hear the word physics, I'm going to think of Miss Trioni standing up in the front of the classroom saying, "Notes, notes, 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 notes."
Every time I think of physics, I'm going to think of the word of the day, oxalotl or watermelon.
When someone says physics, I think about this leaf. This leaf is physics.
Wait, are we not doing the smile thing anymore?
Number King. How physics will fit into the rest of your life.
This is physics!
This is physics. That was physics. He's physics. He's physics. This is me right here. This is physics. This is physics. That was physics.
This is physics. And it's good.
You are physics.
Number cease. What are you, us, gonna pass on to next year's honors physics class?
Make sure you're on time for Miss Trioni's class, because you never know if she's going to give you extra credit.
Do your homework, and no matter how hard you try, you cannot finish an engineering project in one night. Yeah, you can, but you won't get a good grade. And remember, kids, physics is fun.
Learn your vectors because you're going to use them throughout the whole year.
Don't do math in physics, do physics in physics.